Warm welcome to yet another discussion on GATE, Electronics and Communication, Network related papers. Today we are checking GATE 2014, Set 3. As I mentioned in my previous tutorials, there are 4 question papers during GATE 2014. So here we are checking Set 3. Moving to the first question, in the figure shown, the value of the current I in amperes is. Current I is marked here. It is flowing in serially through 5 ohm and 10 ohm. Just writing node equations will give the answer. I am marking this node as voltage V. Right? So writing node equation V minus 5 by 5 plus V by 5 plus 10, that is 15, and 1 ampere current is entering to the node, so equal to 1. Right? So V into 1 by 5 plus 1 by 15 equal to 1 minus 5 by 5 is minus 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. Now V into taking common as 15, right? So 3 plus 1, 4 equal to 2. So P equal to 15 by 2. That is 7.5 volt. Now we have to calculate I equal to V by R. So 7.5 by 15, right? So that turns out to be 1 by 2 equal to 0.5 ampere current. Actually 0.5 ampere current is flowing through this resistance. Now moving to the next question. Consider the building block called network N shown in the figure. Let C equal to 100 microfarad and R equal to 10 kilo ohm. Two such blocks are connected in cascade as shown in the figure. The transfer function V3 of S to V1 of the cascaded network is, right? So we have to find the transfer function of cascaded network consisting of two networks. First network is N, again second network is also N, and we have to evaluate the transfer function V3 of S by V1 of S, right? So I am marking V3 of S by V1 of S equal to V3 of S by V2 of S into V2 of S by V1 of S, right? Now, what is V2 of S by V1 of S? Transfer function of this simple network, right? Similarly, what is V3 of S by V2 of S? Again, the transfer function of the same network, right? So, I am first of all evaluating V2 of S by V1 of S. V2 of S by V1 of S equal to V2 is the voltage across this resistance, that is I into resistance is R divided by, I am marking the current as I, and I into R divided by total resistance, that is R plus 1 by SC, right, into I. Cancelling I and I, we obtain R. I am multiplying both the numerator and denominator by SC, so SCR plus 1, RSC or SCR by SCR plus 1. Now we can check what is SCR or CR. C is, I mentioned 100 microfarad, so 100 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 kilo ohm, so 10 into 10 raised to 3. This is 10 raised to 4, 10 raised to 5, 10 raised to 6, 10 raised to minus 6 cancel. So RC equal to 1, right? So I am substituting it here, S by S plus 1, right? So V2 of S by V1 of S is S by S plus 1. Now we have to calculate what is V3 of S by V2 of S, right? V3 of S by V2 of S is the transfer function of this network, right? And the transfer function of this network is same as the first network, as two networks N and again N is connected, right? So transfer function V3 of S by V2 of S equal to V2 of S by V1 of S, right? That is S by S plus 1, right? Now V3 of S by V1 of S equal to V3 of S by V2 of S, that is S by S plus 1 into V2 of S by V1 of S, right? That is again S by S plus 1. So I can mark it as S square by s plus 1 the whole square or s by s plus 1 the whole square. So answer turns out to be C, right? Now moving to the next question. In the circuit shown in the figure, the value of node voltage V2 is, right? Value of node voltage V2. So we can write node equation at this point. So V2 by 6, right? V2 by 6 plus V2 by J6, right? V2 by J6 plus. Next, there is a voltage source connected across V2 and V1. So we cannot directly write node equation in this case. We have to use super node, right? By using super node, I have the node equation up to this point, and we have to continue node equation at this point for super node, right? And we have to mark the voltage difference, right? So continuing in this way, V2 by J6 plus, next I am writing node equation at this point, that is V1 by minus J3, right? Next, 4 ampere current is entering to this node, so equal to 4. But V1 minus V2 is given as 10, right? And substituting for V1 equal to 10 plus V2, because we need answer in terms of V2. So V2, I am taking V2 as common, 1 by 6 plus 1 by J6. Substituting for V1, that is 10 plus V2 by minus J3, right? And taking common V2, right? So there is minus 1 by J3, right? Minus 1 by J3. Minus 1 by J3 equal to 4, right? Plus 10 by J3, right? 10 by J3. Now solving this, we can obtain V2. So V2 turns out to be 2 minus J22 volt. So answer is this thing, D, 2 minus J22 volt. Moving to another 2 mark question. For the Y network shown in the figure, find the value of R1, right? Find the value of R1 in the equivalent delta network. So it's a very direct, simple question too, right? So we can mark R1 equal to, on the numerator side, it is the individual multiplication of two resistance. That means 5 into 7.5 plus 7.5 into 3 plus 3 into 5 divided by opposite resistance. Opposite resistance is 7.5, right? So that is equal to 7.5 cancelled, 5 plus again 7.5 cancelled, so 3 plus 5 into 3 is 15. 15 by 7.5 is 2. So that is 10. 10 ohm is the answer, right? Moving to the last 2 mark question. In the circuit shown in the figure, the angular frequency omega in radians per second at which the Norton equivalent impedance as seen from the terminal B dash is purely resistive, right? So for calculating Norton's resistance or Norton's impedance, we have to deactivate the source. Here it is voltage source, so we have to short circuit it. Now the circuit turns out to be 1 ohm here, 1 farad, right? 0.5 Henry inductor. And we have to calculate Norton's resistance or Norton's impedance between these 2 points, B dash, right? So we can find the total impedance, right? 1 into 0.5 J 0.5 omega, right? XL equal to J omega L equal to J into omega into L is 0.5. Similarly, XC equal to 1 by J omega C. So 1 by J omega C equal to 1. So 1 by J omega, right? So 1 into 0.5 J omega divided by 1 plus J 0.5 omega plus the impedance of this capacitor, that is 1 by J omega, right? Our aim is to equate the imaginary part equal to 0 for this expression, right? So multiplying J omega on this side, J omega into J 0.5 omega, right? Plus 1 plus J 0.5 omega into 1. So 1 plus J 0.5 omega, divided by j omega plus j omega into 1 plus j 0.5 omega, that is j omega plus j square. J square is minus 1. So minus 0.5 omega square, right? Now we are multiplying the complex conjugate of this term, right? J omega plus 0.5 omega square on both numerator and denominator, right? So that the denominator turns out to be a purely real number, right? J omega plus 0.5 omega square, right? And I am marking only the imaginary part, right? I am marking only the imaginary part of this expression. So we can check the imaginary part. So j omega into j 0.5 omega, j into j is minus 1, minus 1 0.5 omega square. So I can replace it as minus 1 0.5 omega square, minus 1 0.5 omega square. So we can write the imaginary terms, that is j omega into minus 0.5 omega square, that is omega into minus 0.5 omega square, right? Next, multiplying j omega into 1, so that is omega. Now next term 0.5 omega square into, that is a real term, again this term 0.5 omega square into j 0.5 omega, that is plus 0.25 omega cube divided by some real value. So for purely resistive, the numerator part of this expression is 0, right? So equating numerator part to 0 implies that is minus 0.5 omega cube plus omega plus 0.25 omega cube equal to 0. So minus 0.5 omega cube plus 0.25 omega cube is minus 0.25 omega cube equal to minus omega, or changing the sign. Now we can write 0.25 omega square equal to 1, right? Or omega equal to 1 by root of 0.25. That is 1 by root of 0.25 is 0.5. So omega equal to 2 radians per second. So the answer is 2 radians per second. So for more gate tutorials, subscribe my channel. I am signing out till we meet again with another gate electronics and communication related paper. Thank you.